Hello, beautiful soul. I hope you're doing very well. My name is Laura Teo. I'm a soul evolution expert, and I use astrology, energy healing, intuitive coaching and readings, and Akashic records to help people like you, people that have an open heart and that want to align their lives to their soul purpose and their soul path. So, one of the things I'd love to do, and this is what I plan on doing today, is check out what is going on in the universe through the natal chart and or through astrological charts to check out what is going on and then see what's the influence, how that can help us evolve and change. So the idea is to understand how these energies work and use them to our own advantage, use them to push us into life with a kind and with a loving force, right? Because that's the idea, to keep going, to keep moving, and to move forward in life, because life is there waiting for us. So let's see what is the cosmic perspective right now with the full moon and the lunar eclipse in Taurus. I'm gonna twist a little bit the way I usually do this. Most of the times I do full collective reading with more cards. Today I decided to reduce the amount of cards. I just pulled out 4, but then I'm going to go into doing a taroscope. So I'm gonna pull 2 cards for each zodiac sign. That sounds good. I wanted to change it a little bit, okay? Well, let's understand what is going on. Okay, right now, or I'm sorry, tomorrow, we're gonna have a full moon in Taurus, but it comes accompanied by a lunar eclipse. Okay, so the lunar eclipse happens when the sun and the moon are in total opposition. So one is here, and then the earth is in the middle, exactly between them. Okay, that's why that's when the sun shines its light on earth, it makes a shadow on the moon. This is not a full eclipse, it's going to be partial, so it's not going to be fully covered, the moon by the sun or by earth. All right, so what happens during an eclipse? The eclipse really brings, it's kind of like a tool from the universe, okay, to produce a change that needs to be done, that needs to happen, and to uncover our weak points. Okay, what is it that is really, where am I limping? Okay, where is it that I need to have a stronger approach? What is it that I need to change? Because then the eclipse is going to shine that light on it. The emotions are gonna show up and they're gonna give us signs. So the energy of the eclipse actually can be felt up a month before and a month after, or both. Okay, and it becomes also even more important when you have a transit on the same aspect and the same degrees as the moon or the sun. It really unleashes crisis points, meaning it's going to show in which areas of your life the change needs to happen. So let me just explain better by looking at the chart. So the moon is in Taurus, okay? When the moon is in Taurus, it's talking about our routines. It's talking about our habits. Where is it that we're comfortable? What is it that makes us feel safe? And what is it that I need to, I feel very comfortable and it's safe. I don't take a step forward to get out of my comfort zone. So that's one of the things that you really need to take a look at. You need to look at where am I being challenged? Where is it that because I feel so comfortable and I feel so safe, I don't want to move out of that. But that movement, when I do it, is really what is going to push us forward into life and make something different. It is important for your own soul's evolution. So where is it that you're stuck? Because you're comfortable, because maybe you have fear to make that move, because it's the unknown. Another thing is, for example, the sun is in Scorpio, so that's another point that is important. It's really shining light into, all right, the sun in Scorpio. Am I really passionate about what I'm doing? Am I really shining from my true light, from my true authenticity? And it invites us to look deeper into issues in life, but to follow our passion. What is stopping me to follow my passion? Where am I comfortable so much that I don't take a step out of that comfort zone towards my passion? Does that make sense? Yeah, so I'm so comfortable doing something, but I'm not passionate about it. It's not what I love doing. It's not what I like. But that's what I know. That's what I continue doing because I'm afraid of moving forward. I'm afraid of changing. It's kind of doing the same thing just because I'm afraid or because it's safe. Okay. So when we have the eclipse and an eclipse like this, it's really telling us we really need to get rid. Oh my God, blah, blah, blah. I'm sorry. We need to give up of old habits. We need to get rid of the habits that are really not helping us. This one though, it might be very much relationship oriented a little bit, because there is a sesqui square with Venus that is of a strong influence. It's an aspect. So the way the moon and Venus are relating to each other, it is a very strong influence between them. So it might shine on some light into certain relationships, into the way we hold on to relationships. Maybe do you have attachments with someone? Do you have attachment in all of your relationships? Do you lose yourself in relationships, losing your individuality? Or maybe are you still in a relationship even though you're not passionate about it, even though you're not in love, just because it's safe? So those are some of the things that are really popping out with this lunar eclipse and the full moon in Taurus. Being both in opposition, the moon and the sun, it really makes us feel kind of like I am unsure. It's very unsettling, not knowing why, but hoping. This is why I'm doing this reading, that maybe this reading and this conversation that I'm having with you can shine some light into the different possibilities of reasons that, or things that you need to change, that you need to transform. What is the source? So question for you, and write it down if you want. This is a soul inquiry that you can do later on. What is the source of your dissatisfaction? Maybe it is because you want to avoid conflict. This is something that we're gonna talk about that later on. Is it because you want to avoid conflict? You want to just please other people? It's possible that you are really handling all of these energies in a way that is not positive for you. So remember, to be kind to yourself, whatever you discover, but just be open to discover. That's the important thing. You need to be open to do that inquiry, to look for those answers, to let yourself be guided and question yourself. Question everything. All right. So if we need to summarize what the full moon and the partial lunar eclipse in Taurus is asking us or helping us to do, first of all, there's a moment of change. It shines light into our weak spots. It really asks us to replace an old habit for something that is more suitable for our current life and for our future life. So habits, maybe is it relationships, okay, maybe it is something because you don't want to have conflict, you're not passionate about something, but you keep on doing the same things you're doing because you feel safe and it is what is known and you don't want to change that even though you're not passionate about that. All right, so that's kind of the summary. If you have any questions and any comments, I would love to hear from you. How is this lunar eclipse, I don't like to say the word affecting you, influencing you? What are the feelings and emotions that are popping up for you? All right, so let's do then an intuitive reading. I pulled out 4 cards and then I'm gonna pull a couple of cards for each sign. All right, so what can you do to inspire more serenity in your life? It's funny, we got the devil. So when this card shows up is because we need to cut cords. We have attachments. So I was mentioning is do you have attachment to people? This is the relationship between the moon and Venus right now. Are you holding on to that relationship even though you're not passionate about, just because you feel safe and you think you have nowhere to go, you don't know what to do? Especially if that person is kind of toxic. There's that toxicity in this relationship when this card shows up. There are no healthy boundaries in the relationship. Maybe you have other types of attachments. Is it to things? Is it to situations? Is it to your future desires? So the attachment is holding you back. It pushes you back and doesn't help you into moving forward into life. So you have to cut those cords. Realize and accept and identify those attachments and do the energy healing with the cord cutting. What do you need to do to feel more physically grounded? You see the Page of Pentacles, which is a very grounding, very earthy card. So maybe go outside in nature and take a walk, practice walking meditation, practice maybe yoga outside, or do certain type of activity outside, even if it is just walking or hiking. That's going to help you ground. And something that I really like to do when I walk outside in nature is I exhale from my mouth and I donate, I gift all that to Mother Earth, and I see and I visualize that energy exhaling from me. Anything that is dense or heavy, I gift it to Mother Earth to absorb it and to transmute it. So how can you achieve a sense of absolute presence in your relationship? This is the 5 of Swords. And remember when I was talking before about maybe having certain conflicts with relationships, or maybe is avoiding conflict. Okay, so how can you be present in your relationship is when you respect your own values, respect your boundaries, respect your views. And when you give up on those things just to keep the peace or not enter into conflict with someone, then you're disrespecting yourself and disrespecting what is important to you. So you will be more present into your relationships when you're very clear into what those values are, what is important to you, and when you are really, clear and you take steps to maintain those values as important to you, and so the other person understands also that those things should be respected. So it's more of an equal relationship. It's kind of like I respect you, you respect me, I support you, you support me. What can you let go of now to make your life feel easier? And we're getting the Nine of Pentacles but reversed. Okay, so this is showing me that you need to work on your confidence, your worthiness, your feeling of being enough, your feelings, and your knowing that you have whatever it takes to accomplish everything that you want in your life. So with this lunar eclipse, maybe those feelings of unworthiness, or the feelings of like, oh, there's no balance in my relationships, I give too much, I don't respect myself, I don't trust myself, I feel that I'm not worthy, or maybe I'm in a relationship that it's being abusive and toxic because I feel that that's what I deserve. Okay, so these are the things that the lunar eclipse is shining light on, so you can start working on those things and shift that, because of course you're worthy, of course you're good enough, of course you deserve a relationship that you're respected and you're valued and you're loved. So this is the collective reading. So if you are feeling like that, like we are talking right now, remember I can actually help you with those feelings of unworthiness and those feelings of you're not good enough. Most likely all those things developed when you were much younger, and what you're experiencing right now, it's a result of. So those are some of the things that we can work on in our soul healing sessions. So make sure that if you feel like you want to take a step, that you actually want to take a concrete action to create that change and that transformation that the lunar eclipse is really asking us to do, drop me a line and give me a call. I would love to help you out. All right, so I'm gonna pull out some cards. I'm gonna start with Aries and finishing up with Pisces. Okay, so I'm gonna pull out 2 cards, one for the challenge and one for what do you need to do. Okay, for Aries, you got the Devil card. The challenge for you is to cut those cords. Is it do you have attachments with other people? Do you have maybe it's attachments even with yourself, with your expectations. You have so many expectations of how things should happen, how other people need to do, what other people need to do, and take action. Maybe you have attachment for the future, for the outcomes. What is it that you're attached? There is definitely some healing that needs to happen here. And also in the way the Queen of Swords is talking about the way we talk. It was reversed. So how is it that you're not communicating well? You're not communicating clear enough to other people. And I'm not talking, because I know that Aries can be sometimes very upfront, and it can be kind of shocking the way they talk. But maybe you are being abrupt like that, but you're not really expressing your truth, your true voice, and you're telling other people what they need to hear. Instead of really speaking from your heart and from your soul. So that's the message. You need to cut cords, and you need to start being faithful and loyal to your true voice. Okay, so Aries, now Leo. All right, well, Leo, we know that you like to create financial stability, and you are right now in a moment where you're ready to take that step. You're ready to plant the seed of something new that you want to create, maybe a project, maybe a business. You're very charismatic, maybe it's a new job, a new position, but there is competition. There is other people that maybe are going for the same position, same thing. Watch for what is it that you, with this lunar eclipse, what is it that you need to do to handle yourself better with those people that are competition. Maybe you're not approaching it in a healthy way, meaning that you're really seeing them as a bad competition. Remember that we learn from other people. Remember that instead of seeing them as the enemy, maybe you can work together in some way, create that link, create that relationship that is positive for you, in a way that you don't know what can happen in the future, that you may need that relationship, or maybe there's something else that you can work with. But remember, it's kind of like, even though we're going for the same thing, we can work together somehow. We can I support you, you support me. This is very much related to what I was saying before. It's funny that you got the same cards. So Sagittarius, there's always so much, for fire signs, there's always some action, specific action. All right. So for you, Sagittarius, there is definitely change happening. You're getting the wheel. So the wheel tells us about cycles in life, about what goes up goes down, and there's something that opens up, something it will close out, or a door closes, another door opens. So all of our actions have a consequence, and this because you have a very strong life philosophy, Sagittarius, and it is something that you thrive on. Whatever you're going through, remember that it will go away. Okay, nothing is permanent. You just need to hang on a little bit more and have that resilience. Keep doing what you're doing. You're almost at the end of that cycle. All right, so let's go with Taurus. Taurus, I don't know if it's because of Venus, that rules Taurus, but there's some romance in the air. You're really looking for that relationship. I think that it's either two possibilities for those people that have a relationship. There's romance in the air. You want to connect in a deeper way with your partner, and maybe you're going very serious with it, which makes sense because Venus is in Capricorn. So with Venus in Capricorn, relationships may be kind of developing slowly, but it's for something serious, because also we're getting the 10 of Pentacles, and if you see, this is the family that is has a concrete world already. There's a lot of happiness, and it's sustainable. There's a good foundation in this type of family. So it's very funny how things turn out. Venus in Capricorn, and then romance, Venus, love, and then the Capricorn, which gives us stability, seriousness. So that's the message for you, Taurus. For Virgo, okay, Virgo, you have to identify what is it that you need to heal. if you pay attention to this, the cups, the Eight of Cups, the cups is about emotions, about love, about romance, about family, about friendships, about relationships. And this lady is walking away from that. She's even burned something there. So she's leaving something behind. But if you look at her, she's walking calmly. She's not rushing. She did what she had to do here. So it's kind of like, I make peace with whatever was in that bowl. Okay. So what is it that is continuously hurting, Virgo? What is it that you still need to heal, that is kind of always, sticking like a needle in there that is bothering you? It's time for you to do like the Burning Man session. You need to burn that and really make peace with that and do the healing to work towards life. So if you see, I like mentioning that, walk towards life, because when we haven't done the work with the past, that past pulls us back. It's as if we have a cord on our waist, around our waist, that is pulling us back. Even if you want to move forward, you can't, because you have that big cord pulling you. So, and if you see, when you walk towards the sun. The sun's vitality, is happiness, is fulfillment, is brilliance. So what is it that you need to work forward to, that you need to leave behind? What is it that you have to share? Also, you have so much to share. You have so many ideas. It could be money, it could be creative, the creative things that you do. It could be knowledge, it could be experience. It's about sharing what you know, sharing what you're good at. All right, so Capricorn. Capricorn, you have issues handling your emotions. It's either that is the King of Cups. I'm trying to receive here. Okay. For some of you, as you know, as a Capricorn, feeling those emotions is hard. It feels kind of like unknown, an unknown space that I don't want to go to. Either because you lacked maybe that love and attention from when you were a little girl, a little boy, that makes you kind of feel detach yourself from emotions, because if you feel, it hurts, and then I prefer not to feel. It is either because, right now, because of the lunar eclipse and the full moon, all those things that you usually keep hiding, keep down, they are emerging. Embrace those emotions. It's normal to feel those emotions. Now, if you let them emerge and you get in contact with them and you blend and you accept them and you embrace them, you can take the proper action, like, the healing that you need to do. And maybe even those negative emotions that we feel, I don't know, jealousy, resentment, guilt, you let them go, let them emerge, so you can see them and then do the healing, so you can transform those feelings in a way that then it gives you that inner peace, gives you that clarity. Once you do that work, then you're going to experience the calmness and the peace and the love in your family. Because I feel that there is so much of these emotions that have been down, like covered up, that now that they're emerging, they may be affecting your family and the way you relate with others. But if you do, then you can, as a result, have the proper healing, you know, have that. It's like things, when you let those emotions air out, you can talk about it. And your family and your friends can give you the support you need. And then it clears the air. Other people can understand you and can understand what is going on. So Capricorn, then Gemini. Let me just take a little drink of water. Six more to go. Gemini. Gemini, you're thinking so fast and you have so many ideas. 8 of Wands. And everything is happening so quick that, you know, you want to start taking action, or remember to start taking action. This is what you have to do. Don't stay in the air. Don't stay in the just thinking quick. Take the time to also analyze how you're going to do it, but take the step. Again, don't leave it in the air, because I know that as an earth sign, you have so many ideas, you're full of imagination, and you go very fast. And then putting it down into action, into the earth, into this 3D world can be hard. Okay, but just think about it, planify it, but start taking action. And you don't have to rush, just one step at a time. Slowly walk towards, you know, what it is that you want to create, where it is that you want to go. Because if you see this man in the card, he's walking, but he has a north. He knows where he's going, but he knows also the legacy that he's leaving behind, and he's not rushing anywhere. So you don't have to rush either. Just think and take steps, one step at a time. All right, Gemini, Libra. Okay, Libra, you're another one that is full of ideas, but you're actually very inspired to take action. And this is not just any action. You are really want to take action into your purpose, into what fires you up. You want to take the step. You're ready, and you're ready. Don't think about it so much, Libra, because I know you kind of think about it and you think it again, and you, oh no, I'm not ready, I'm gonna wait. If you wait to be ready, you're not gonna take the step ever. So just go for it. You know what I'm talking about, because you know what it is that you want to do, that you're inspired to do it, you're motivated, and it lights you up just by thinking of it. It lights you up. So take that step. It's very connected to your purpose, to what you're supposed to do here, your soul's purpose. And maybe love. Love might be coming for you. That's one possibility. Connect with people, you know, give people a chance, go on dates, just talk to friends, etc. You might also find kindred spirits, people that are on the same path as you, that are inspired by the same things, people that you have things in common, soulmates. Remember that a soulmate doesn't have to be all the time romantic soulmate. It's not like that. So just connect with people. Give yourself the chance to know and get to know people and just explore. All right, Libra, Aquarius. I don't know what it is, but it's love is in the air. So you are looking also to open up your heart. It's not only Aquarius, it's not only romantic. It's really open up your heart. There's need to do some heart healing. You feel so much, you feel a lot, the collective. You're very sensitive, and sometimes you feel you are bombarded by all these emotions that you don't even know where they're coming from. But it's because you are very sensitive. So remember to connect with your own light. Remember that you are light. Ground yourself and start, connecting to the source, to some healing. Connect to your own vitality. Maybe do actually work outside in nature, where you can connect to nature and connect to that life force energy. Meditation, Reiki. But this is a card that shows a lot of vitality, initiative, happiness. Do the healing work, and then you will be able to feel like this, to connect to your purpose, connect to your life force energy. Now we're going to the message for water signs. Cancer. It's not strange, Cancer. You're getting a card. This is a Six of Cups that tells us about past, about family, as you are a water sign that is very much, well, you're ruled by the moon, and the moon is our past, where we feel safe. So the lunar eclipse might be having, I'm sorry, hold on a second. Oh, no, it's in Taurus. Okay. The lunar eclipse might be having a special effect on you because it might be taking you to the past, where it for you to identify where is it that you still have attachments, where is it that you have old habits that were developed in the past when you were a little kid that are still showing up today and are limiting you in your life in terms of your emotions, because we're getting the Ace of Cups and it was reversed. In terms of your emotions, because there's some healing also that need to happen, so you can plant that seed of love and relationships, friendship that want to show up in your life. So if you want to create a change in those relationships, it has to start by you. You have to start by you, by going back and identifying what are the things that, what are the attachments, what are the beliefs that are not helping you move forward, that I feel inner child healing. That's what I hear. Inner child healing, important for you, Cancer. Scorpio. This message goes for me too. Oh, and remember to not only, because when I say the sign is the sun sign, but remember that if it doesn't resonate, maybe you can also check your ascendant or your rising sign and your moon sign. So for me, because I'm a Scorpio, but I am Aquarius ascendant, then I need to listen also to the message of Aquarius. Let's see what Scorpio says. All right. Okay, so there is this flame, there is this goal that you have, and it feels that it's very hard for you to get there. There's maybe competition, there are obstacles in the way for you to get there. Remember that sometimes these obstacles are there to make us grow, are there, or maybe sometimes we see more obstacles than what they really are. It's a perception and not a reality. Find your own way to be able to get there, and remember that you have what it takes. I feel that this is something related to your financial life, your financial stability, your own capacity to make money. Is it a new project? Maybe you want to go on a new job, like be a solopreneur and develop your own business. You have what it takes. You know how to do it. It's just that right now it feels like you have to do so much, and maybe you're not getting the results you want. But be patient. Everything is a cycle. It comes to me to my mind the card that Sagittarius got, the wheel. Organize yourself, organize your finances well, and remember the knowledge and the ability is there for you to create the life and the abundance and the financial stability that you want. Wisdom and vision, okay, with the wolf. And finally, Pisces. Pisces, are you valuing yourself? Do you see your own worthiness? Do you have that confidence in yourself? Are you self-assured? Do you know your own value, your own worth, that you are good enough? These are things that you need to ask yourself. And if the answer is no, then you really need to be like the hangman and start looking at things in a new perspective. Maybe all these feelings that are showing up came from the past, from past experiences. You need to look at those experiences from another perspective that is going to help you grow and is going to help you embrace life in a positive way, instead of that, you know, being pulled back by all those the shadow parts of ourselves. Okay. And I know that Pisces, you can go on very deep waters when you pay attention to all that, and you go kind of like victimize yourself a lot. So get out of that mentality of victim. You have the control of your life. You are the one that takes the decision, and it's your responsibility and yours only to embrace that life and take the decisions of where you want to go, what do you want to do. So that's it for the intuitive reading and the cosmic perspective on this full moon and partial lunar eclipse in Taurus. If you are ready to take that step to move forward into life, remember that I am more than happy to help you using astrology, energy healing, intuitive coachings and readings, and Akashic records. The idea is really to unveil that authentic self that is under all those shells that we create and that we build up to protect our soul and protect our heart. And but those shells are really stopping you to, you know, to show up as you are and show your voice, your true voice. So if you want help on that, let me know. If you want an intuitive reading and your natal chart also done, just get in touch with me at lauratio20@gmail.com, or you can just contact me and follow me also on, well, I'm on Instagram and YouTube. Follow me there, and then I will be happy to help you. Thank you. Bye-bye.